Sunwest RV Center, Crash to Pass, leading the mix. Lossing and Wilkinson, your front row as they come off of turn number 4, getting ready for the green, and we are racing. You can see some debris over in turn number 3 by the Comox Valley excavating sign. That is reaching for the yellow flag. Portable tow truck will Justin Burrows also stopped inside the racetrack and the Comox Valley excavating sign. You can see the roof sign on the 1539 Wakefield area. So that is also using for the yellow flag. And Burrows stopped the driver's side door pointed towards the infield, so that is what the tow truck gonna head over there. Valley Affordable Towing, as always, our towing provider here at Saratoga Speedway, but of course sponsor tonight. Tonight's Bomber Invitational. You get $500 on the line for the first 50 laps segment. We're going to have a halfway break and then 100 laps total, so 50 for the second segment. And the winner of that final segment can get that beautifully presented Powerhouse Precision Engines bomber motor that you can see up on the winner's podium that has been teasing the entire field so far throughout the night. See who the lucky individual at the end of 100 total long laps is going to be against the main event win, the Bomber Invitational win, and that Powerhouse Precision Engines bomber motor for the Bomber Invitational. So again, Justin Burrows car hooked up, ready to haul her back to the pit area. As soon as everything's clear and ready to go, we will get set to let them loose once more. 2 laps in the books, 18 laps left to run, as it is Eric Jessen in the 43 who's going to lead your field back to the green. Corey Elliott, 74 truck, back in the second spot. Jessen, I believe the points leader heading into this weekend in the number 43 machine, is yet to find victory lane this year, but consistency has been key to Jessen staying at the top of the points tally. Gord Elliott started the season off the main event truck, back in the second spot. Mike Levine, the 7th line, running back in the third position. Chris Moss on the Saratoga Speedway regular. And the 26, Brian Logan. See Brian back in action in the 22. Out in the last race, had a pretty hard hit during the boat race tonight, kind of bent the rear end and then to get that thing straightened back out enough so that Brian is able to get back up and running. He's also been spending some time working on board. That's affected his availability to come out here to Saratoga on a regular basis. So, restart leading the charge in the fourth. To run for race leader Mike Levine at the start for this In the 38, coming across the start finish line. So Mike Levine, your main event winner in the 71. Luke Manwaring in the 72 in second. And Brian Lowe, here he comes. Will come across the line, kind of, maybe, yes he does, in third. So Brian Lowe finishes in third in the 22, Luke Manwaring 72 in second. Oh, getting the helmet off down here in Victory Lane, getting ready to put the window net down as Brian Lowe got pushed up into third. Luke Manwaring had to run on over to the hose quickly in the 72 car. Here he is, your main event winner, Mike Levine in car number 71. Mike, even though you were kind of clear out in front, Gord came out right behind you there after some service in the pits and made life interesting for those final 5 laps.
Certainly did. I could see him and feel him all the way around. It was making me nervous, but I managed to stay up front, thankfully. Don't know how, but here we are. Thank you!
Half the battle of Crash to Pass is finishing a Crash to Pass race, so we already are halfway there. But again, one last time, give a shout out to whoever helps you get this 71 car out here.
Harrington Tree Service. Last night amusement, my wife, my buddy Luke, and a couple of other buddies all out in the shop and making it all possible.
Mike Levine, your main event winner tonight in car number 71. Nicely done, Mike. Luke Manwaring in the 72 car finishes in second. The Battle Wagon gets the job done here with the top 3 run. Looked like she was a little bit hot. You ran over to the hose and had to get her cooled off.
Oh yeah, it's still running hot. I was running about 2:30, but glad to be out here on the podium. And thank you for all the fans and everything. Awesome.
I know it, the last few events have been pretty hard hitting. This thing's got shaped in a few different ways, but tonight was a little bit more tame, it seemed like, and you guys can kind of slot in the line and run a little bit, click off some green flag laps.
Oh yeah, the thing's like a banana right now, but I think we'll get straightened out again.
How do you guys help get the Grand Wagoneer out here each and every week? What do you guys have to help you get this Grand Wagoneer out here each and every week?
Oh, custom cruiser.
The custom cruiser, yes, yeah.
I had lots of help with all my friends with Mike over here that got first place, Corey Davies, another